literally a few weeks ago, the internet exploded. I mean exploded. Like, it's so crazy that there were death threats to the writers of Steve Rogers' Captain America issue 1 when they revealed Captain America to be a Hydra agent. Myself included, I was very shocked. But I kind of knew that not everything was as it seemed to be. Despite the writers saying that this was Steve Rogers, it wasn't a clone. There wasn't anything to suggest that this isn't Steve Rogers. But I kind of knew that after sinking it in, after drinking it in, after a while, after having my rant. In fact, I made a video about it. I'll put a link in the description, or I'll attach it to this video. You can check that out. But after I had my fair share of anger, I took a step back and I realized that there's going to be a twist to the story. Reading Steve Rogers' Captain America issue 2, there's the twist. It is explained right there. So we all know that if you read comics, if you read the Avengers comics, if you read the Avengers crossover, the standoff crossover on Pleasant Hill, that crossover, you know that the Cosmic Cube was turned into a sentient being called Kobik. Kobik is now, along with the Thunderbolts, she is now like, along with Bucky Barnes, under Bucky Barnes' protection. Bucky Barnes, because she sees Bucky Barnes as her friend, so she wants him to protect her. She just wants to be friends, because she's just a little girl. She's just a little girl. But yeah, before the standoff crossover, she was with Red Skull. And Red Skull, I'm not going to explain the whole issue, but I'm just going to go the main key points. Red Skull basically found out that she can mess with people's minds. She can alter people's memories in a way that won't affect anyone else but their own memories, if that makes sense. Because Dr. Shelvick, who we know, if none of you if you're watching this video and you don't know the comics, you will know Dr. Shelvick from the Avengers, the Thor movies, etc. So yeah, she messed with his mind, and she messed with his memories. So now Dr. Shelvick believes that he is now Hydra. So once the Red Skull saw this, he had the idea that he wanted to make Steve Rogers Hydra. And that's exactly what he does. And that's how Steve Rogers gets his young self back. That's how he gets his super soldier serum back. That's how he's no longer an old man, because he used Kobik to transform him back into a young Steve Rogers, but at the same time altering his memory into thinking that he was a Hydra agent. So that was the story. I really loved this issue. It was a very good issue, very solid issue. But this is not a review of that issue. This is just an explainer of what's going on with Hydra Cap. But the reason why Red Skull wants to do it is because he hates Captain America. He wants to break Captain America. He wants to break Captain America from within. And he feels that the way to do this is by making Captain America the one thing that he hates most, which is Hydra. He wants to break Captain America. He wants to destroy Captain America. He wants to destroy all of Captain America's allies. And once all of his allies are destroyed, he wants Captain America to say the words, "Hail Hydra." So that's my explainer of Hydra Cap. What do you guys think? Share your thoughts down below in the comments. So now let's move on to the other topic of the day, which is that yesterday Marvel announced that Riri Williams, I think that's her name, she's currently a character in the Invincible Iron Man comic book storyline. So if you haven't read it, I recommend you read it. It's very good. I like it. But yeah, it's announced. Marvel announced yesterday that she's going to be the new Iron Man after the Civil War 2 wraps up. And at first, my initial reaction was, Marvel, why are you doing this to us again? Like, first you changed Thor, you changed Miss Marvel, you changed Spider-Man, you changed Captain America, now you're gonna change Iron Man. So my initial reaction was that, yeah, why are you changing another iconic character? First you changed Captain America, you changed Thor, you changed Spider-Man, you changed Miss Marvel, now you're gonna change Iron Man. Like, wow. That was my initial reaction. Like, I wasn't really too fond of that idea. But now that I think about it, I think that let's just see how the story goes. Let's just see what happens. But for me, I just think that this is kind of a spoiler for Civil War 2. That's why that's one of the main things I'm thinking right now as I'm recording this video. I think that this is basically a way of saying that Iron Man is probably going to die at the end of Civil War 2. So there you have it. That's just the way I see it. But I think give it a chance, guys. For those of you guys who are saying, no, I'm not going to read a Marvel comic again. Marvel are ruining everything. Why they always keep changing their genders, etc., etc. I'm saying to you guys, just give it a chance. You don't know how it's going to play out. Because look at Thor. Look at Jane Foster's Thor. Like, she's doing pretty well. Miles Morales is doing extremely well. Like, he's now... I know people who have him in their top 10 in their favorite comic book characters of all time. So all I'm saying, just give it a chance. You don't know how it's going to turn out. That's just my initial thoughts on this news.